were protesting against the demolition drive, which continued till yesterday. The drive comes a month ahead of proposed G20 meeting at the park in South Delhi that, according to the DDA, has about 55 monuments under the protection of the Archaeological Survey of India. As the anti-encroachment drive by the Delhi Development Authority in the Mehrauli Archaeological Park continued for the fourth day on Monday despite the protests, AAP MLA Somnath Bharti intervened and wrote a letter to the Delhi LG urging that the exercise should stop. The matter reached the High Court, which on Monday, February 13, directed a stay order to DDA. Meanwhile, the High Court will today hear the bunch of petitions in connection with the demolition drive. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, that's all we have time for on the Morning Express, but stay with us as we bring you live and breaking. And here's what's coming up on that. We get you the first official response of the Sri Lankan government to claims that have been made about the LTTE chief. And amid massive protests, the Delhi High Court will be hearing a bunch of petitions against the demolition drive.
सर लगातार पंजाब में पराली जलाई जा रही है, लगातार पंजाब में पराली जलाई जा रही है, दिल्ली में प्रदूषण हो रहा है। सर आप जवाब तो दीजिए सर, आपकी सरकार ने कहा था कि आप काम करेंगे, इस तरह से कब तक होगा सर?
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the
Hello and welcome. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Rukma with you, and over the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through all the latest updates on the top developing stories at this hour. Let's begin with the headlines we are tracking. It's the second day of Aero India 2023 World Watches as India emerges as a defense superpower. First exclusive official response of Sri Lankan government to Republic on LTTE chief claim calls it baseless. Amid massive protest, Delhi High Court to hear plea in connection with demolition drive in Mehrauli in New Delhi. Massive wildfire in West Midnapore Sidua Forest Department at the spot. Face off over new traffic rules. Protesting transport workers set vehicles on fire in Nepal. And Smriti Mandhana becomes the costliest player as first Women's Premier League auction is held. And we start off this edition of Live and Breaking with breaking news coming in. Another controversial statement made by the Vadra Congress by Digvijay Singh in particular, as the nation remembers our martyrs on the Pulwama anniversary. Vadra Congress again questions the centre over the Pulwama attack. Digvijay Singh tweets, I quote, "Today we pay homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama. I hope all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated." To take us through this and so that we can understand its significance better, even as it's obviously a very controversial statement, Abhishek joining us. Abhishek, we are right now reading the tweet on the occasion when the entire country is remembering the Pulwama martyrs. The Congress questioning the centre. Digvijay Singh's tweet, well, we'd like your comments on it, and if you could take our viewers through the context in which it's been made.
It's really unfortunate, Rukma, that Digvijay Singh is doing again, or is at it again. The context obviously is the anniversary of the Pulwama terror attack and the very tragic, unfortunate, but brave martyrdom of the CRPF soldiers in that attack. What is important is that it's not just Digvijay Singh, it's almost like the entire Congress ecosystem. So there is Udit Raj who's saying that we still want to know who was behind this attack. I mean, are these leaders even in their senses? Don't they know that Jaish carried it out, that they claimed responsibility, that the responsibility was taken back only under pressure because the Pakistani deep state realized this is going to bring back press to them. And we know the operatives, we know the suicide bomber, we know the linkages. I mean, everything has been investigated and brought out in public domain, and the due process followed. And despite that, if the Congress party leaders like Digvijay Singh, who while paying homage to the CRPF martyrs, is still calling it an intelligence failure and raising doubts whether the martyr families have been suitably rehabilitated. And then Udit Raj saying that they still want to know who was behind this. So Congress perhaps is not in its right mind, and these leaders have no restraints on them from the top leadership, it seems. Otherwise, this kind of unfortunate politicization of an event which triggered India's tough response by way of Balakot airstrikes and the subsequent complete sidelining of Pakistan. In fact, the series of events that began with Pulwama have led to a situation where Pakistan is on the brink of an economic collapse, and it could not have happened, without very muscular diplomacy, which was backed by tough military action backed by muscular diplomacy. So obviously, while the nation pays homage and remembers the martyrdom of those CRPF soldiers, and in fact, this should be an opportunity to strengthen our resolve that we will not let our national security be compromised ever again, and that we will make sure that those who carried out that terror attack and those who were behind from across the border, they pay a price forever in continuum. So I think the Congress party really making it absolutely unfortunate that on a day like this...
Abhishek, I'll be coming to you again. I'd like to add more perspective to this by bringing in Sardar R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson. Sardar R.P. Singh, a very good morning to you, sir. As the nation pays homage to the Pulwama Martyrs, remembers that tragic incident, the Vadra Congress, in a tweet by Digvijay Singh, questions whether it was intel failure, also questions whether the martyrs were rehabilitated. Your perspective on this latest tweet?
Well, it's so sad that on this day, the Congress party, the top leader of the Congress party, is raising question on the Pulwama attack and not paying his homage. One. Secondly, we all know that the proper answer was given back to the perpetrators of the attack across the border by the surgical strike. But anyhow, Congress is that's how Congress is. They always raise question on the valor of the army. They always raise question on the capacity and capability of the army. Yes, the attack happened. We lost our soldiers, but it was properly rebutted back also. And then the Jaish also accepted it, that it is their doing. And then there's the state policy of the deep state of Pakistan to give 1,000 crore to India. And as part of their policy, they did it. But India gave a proper reply to the Pakistan on this subject.
Right. So Sardar R.P. Singh, many thanks for joining us there and for giving us your perspective on that. Well, Abhishek, if you're still with me, please continue. You were telling us about the significance of this day. And but we are trying to get more voices. I believe, we have another speaker joining us right now. Ram Kadam of the BJP joining us right now on the phone line. Mr. Ram Kadam, when we talk about the Pulwama incident and the Vadra Congress now questioning it if there was an intel failure, when it's clear that Pakistan-sponsored terrorists were behind that tragic incident in which we lost 40 of our brave hearts. What do you think about this comment about this tweet by Digvijay Singh? Well, Tom Vadakan now joining us. We'll try and get back Ram Kadam later on. But Tom Vadakan, sir, your reaction to Digvijay Singh's comment, to Digvijay Singh's tweet, as the nation pays homage to our martyrs, as the nation remembers the tragic Pulwama incident in which we lost 40 of our brave hearts. This is what the Vadra Congress has to say. Your reaction?
Well, the Congress and its leaders have been serial offenders in these matters.
Well, we seem to have lost connection with Tom Vadakan as well. There seems to be a problem with the audio. But right now, we'd like to tell our viewers once again that as the nation pays homage on this day when the Pulwama incident took place, in which we lost 40, in which 40 of our brave soldiers were martyred. Digvijay Singh of the Vadra Congress tweets asking if there was an intel failure. As a nation remembers our martyrs on this anniversary, Vadra Congress questions the centre over the attack in Pulwama. Digvijay Singh in his tweet has said, "Today we pay homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama. I hope all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated." So Digvijay Singh at it again, a derogatory comment about the Pulwama incident this time around, asking in his tweet that as the nation pays homage, he blames it on the intelligence failure on the part of India. He says the CRPF martyrs died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama, and expresses his hope that all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated. And more breaking news coming in. Umesh Gopinath Jadhav is on a patriotic road trip to Pulwama, having travelled 130,000 kilometres in nearly 4 years across 28 states and 8 union territories, meeting with 150 plus families of our fallen heroes. To take us through what this entire story is about, I'm being joined by my colleague Gursimran. Gursimran, take us through Mr. Jadhav's journey. His epic journey, can we say, 130,000 kilometres already, so many states, union territories, almost complete in 4 years. Take us through what you can tell us, what he has to tell our viewers.
Yes, he has been to the entire India. No part of India has been left, and these are the 40 colors from the houses of this have the soil from the houses of 40 brave hearts of the CRPF who laid down their life in the Pulwama Fidain attack in 2019 that was carried out by Jaish-e-Mohammed. Joined by me is Umesh Gopinath Jadhav, who is with me. Umesh ji, पूरे देश का भ्रमण आपने किया है, शहीदों के घरों तक आप गए हैं, क्या चीज़ आप लोगों ने आपने समझी इतनी अपनी जर्नी में? क्योंकि ये कलश जो है ये सिर्फ मिट्टी नहीं है, ये वो पावन घर हैं जिन्होंने देश के लिए अपना सर्वस्व न्यौछावर किया।
मेरा नमन उन 40 सीआरपीएफ के उन अमर बलिदानी के लिए जिन्होंने हमारे देश के रक्षा में सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिए हैं। और आज पुलवामा की जो 4थी बरसी है, मुझे बड़ा गर्व है कि हम कॉमन सिटीजन एक रेस्ट इन पीस फेसबुक, टिकटॉक, ट्विटर पे करने से अच्छा मुझे ये लगा मैं उन 40 वीरों के घर पे जाऊंगा, उन सीआरपीएफ के परिवार से मिलूंगा, उनकी आंगन की मिट्टी और जहां पे उनका अंतिम संस्कार हुआ उस मिट्टी से एक स्मारक बनाया जाए। और मुझे बड़ा गर्व के साथ बोलना अच्छा लगता है कि 14 फरवरी 2020 जो पुलवामा की पहली बरसी है, वहां पर जो कलश आप अगर देख रहे होंगे वहां पर जो रखा जाता है, मैंने 61,000 किलोमीटर की यात्रा और सीआरपीएफ के उस समय श्री आईपीएस स्पेशल डायरेक्टर जनरल जुल्फिकार हसन सर थे, उनको मैंने ये सुपुर्द की और मैंने यही बोला है कि ये हम 140 करोड़ भारतीय की तरफ से निस्वार्थ सेवा हमारे देश के लिए अमर बलिदानी के लिए। और ना सिर्फ पुलवामा, मैंने 150 वीर परिवार लेंथ एंड ब्रेथ ऑफ इंडिया कवर करके 1,30,000 किलोमीटर आज मैं बलिदान स्तंभ जम्मू आया हूं टू पे अ ट्रिब्यूट टू एवरीवन हु हैज सैक्रिफाइस्ड फॉर द नेशन बिल्डिंग।
लेकिन आप जैसे राष्ट्रवादी लोगों को कहीं ना कहीं के धक्का लगता है जब कोई पॉलिटिशियन कहता है कि इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर था, इस वजह से ये हुआ, पाकिस्तान को क्लीन चिट देता है?
मुझे यही बोलना अच्छा लगता है कि एक माँ ने बेटे को खोया है, वो वीर पत्नी ने अपने पति को, वो बच्चों ने अपने बाप को, वो पिताजी ने अपने लाल को और वो देश ने अपने वीर सपूत जाबाज फौजी को खोया है। और मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूं कि देश तोड़ने वाले पहले भी थे, आज भी है, आगे भी रहेंगे, लेकिन हमारी फौज आगे हमेशा बढ़ते रहेगी और वो किसी से गवर्नमेंट आती रहेगी जाती रहेगी, लेकिन देश के लिए फौज हमेशा अपना बलिदान देता रहता है।
ये आपके हाथ में कुछ बैजेस हैं, इन बैजेस के बारे में अगर आप बता पाएं, इनको एक्सप्लेन कर पाएं, क्योंकि ये आप हमेशा साथ लेकर चलते हैं।
ये मैं बोलना चाहता हूं कि मुझे सीआरपीएफ ने काफी सपोर्ट किया है, उन्हें डॉक्यूमेंटेशन दिया है, तो हर एक सीआरपीएफ के जो हेडक्वार्टर्स हैं उनके चीफ ने मुझे ये प्रदान किया। और मैं ये बोलता हूं कि मैं फौजी नहीं हूं, मैं कॉमन सिटीजन, और ये सम्मान जो है सिर्फ फौज का है। और इसमें आप देखेंगे कि आर्मी के भी हैं, बीएसएफ के भी हैं, सभी फोर्सेस के हैं। और ये जो जैकेट है इसमें से भी राइडिंग कम्युनिटी का है। तो एक जो सोच थी कि नया भारत बोलने में नहीं, नया भारत करने में विश्वास रखता है, तो 4 साल की ये मेहनत, और आप देख सकते हैं कि 130 करोड़ भारतीय कहीं ना कहीं उनको लग रहा है कि बोलने से ज्यादा हम देश के लिए, राष्ट्र के लिए हमेशा खड़े रहेंगे।
तो यहाँ पर जम्मू के बलिदान स्तंभ में जो है वो अब स्वाभाविक तौर पर श्रद्धांजलि दी जा रही है। द फाइनल ट्रिब्यूट इज बीइंग गिवन टू द ब्रेव हार्ट्स ऑफ द पुलवामा हियर एट द जम्मू बलिदान स्तंभ, which is a war memorial where Amar Jawan Jyoti is already there, and these are the kalash which has soil from the houses as well as the crematorium of these 40 brave hearts of the CRPF who have laid down their life. And this also sends a message that how a common Indian has felt for these 40 brave hearts who have lost their life. And then he took an initiative, unlike others who are sitting at their houses raising questions on the intelligence agencies or the security forces on the Pulwama. This man took to streets of the country. Around more than 1 lakh kilometers he traveled in his vehicle to get the soil from the houses and the crematorium of these 40 brave hearts who attained martyrdom during the Pulwama, a deadly terror attack by Jaish-e-Mohammed. And now he's here at the Balidan Stamp here in Jammu to pay tribute to these brave hearts. Yes.
Well, it's a wonderful story, and we hope our viewers enjoyed it. Many thanks, Guru Simran, for joining us there. Going back once again to our top story today about the Vadra Congress making a controversial derogatory statement again about the Pulwama incident. Congress State President Ajay Rai now claims that Rahul Gandhi's plane was not allowed to land at Varanasi airport. Well, as we were telling you, Digvijay Singh makes another controversial derogatory statement, a tweet in fact on the occasion of the Pulwama anniversary, in which we lost 40 of our CRPF men, even though the entire incidents related to that incident are in the public, as the Vadra Congress continues to question an intel failure, blames intel failure on the part of India, knowing full well it was a Pakistan-sponsored terror attack. And Digvijay Singh tweets, I quote, today we pay homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama. I hope all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated. This on a day when a nation is paying homage, when our armed forces are paying homage to the Pulwama martyrs, to the 40 CRPF men who lost their lives in the Pulwama terror attack. The Congress and Digvijay Singh in particular at it again, insulting our soldiers, blaming intel failure, knowing full well after the government, after all the investigation and after the admission by Pakistan that it was an incident of Pakistan-sponsored terror. Digvijay Singh at it again. In his tweet, he says, today we pay homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama. I hope all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated. That is what Digvijay Singh of the Vadra Congress has to say on a day like this, when the entire nation pays homage. Our armed forces are paying homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who gave their lives in the supreme sacrifice, killed by terrorists in the Pulwama terror attack. India had responded befittingly to that terror attack, but the Vadra Congress clearly refusing to accept facts. Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Mr. Poonawalla, if you could add more your perspective to this comment clearly derogatory and insulting to our armed forces, questioning India's intel, although the entire truth behind the Pulwama terror attack clearly known. Your response?
On the day when we are paying homage and in a sense, saluting the martyrdom of our brave CRPF martyrs, on that day, once again, Digvijay Singh is back to doing what he does best, that is giving a cover fire to Pakistan. This is indeed once again an attempt by Digvijay Singh, like he did in 26/11, trying to give a clean sheet to Pakistan and trying to put the blame and onus of Pulwama back on India and on the intelligence forces and on the security forces, which his party, the Congress party, has been doing time and again. You remember the statement made by Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, by Mr. Randeep Surjewala and now Digvijay Singh, and recently he was also questioning the surgical strike and demanding proof of it. And now you have him again questioning Pulwama and giving Pakistan a clean check. But no action was taken on him even for his statement for surgical strike, and no action is going to be taken on him for the statement on Pulwama. This shows that Congress has only one agenda, that is to time and again undermine India, to undermine Indian armed forces and to give Pakistan a clean sheet. And even on a day like this, they are standing with the narrative of Pakistan rather than standing with the martyrs of Pulwama.
Exactly, sir. Many thanks, Mr. Poonawalla, for joining us and sharing your thoughts on this. So many voices there clearly explaining a perspective that is totally contradictory to what Mr. Digvijay Singh of the Vadra Congress has expressed in his tweet. Mr. Digvijay Singh has tweeted, I quote once again for our viewers, for those viewers who may have joined us late, he has questioned intel failure and blamed the entire Pulwama incident on intel failure on the part of India. And as the nation remembers all 40 CRPF men who lost their lives in that terrible Pulwama attack on the occasion of the Pulwama anniversary, Digvijay Singh tweets, I quote, today we pay homage to the 40 CRPF martyrs who died because of the blatant intelligence failure in Pulwama. And I hope all the martyred families have been suitably rehabilitated. That is what Digvijay Singh has to say on this day as the nation pays homage to our brave hearts who lost their lives in that terror attack. Let's move on now to other top stories that we are tracking. The 14th edition of the Aero India show that kicked off in Bengaluru yesterday is expected to attract investment commitments worth over 75,000 crore rupees. The United States' Air Force's newest fifth-generation fighters, including the multi-role F-35A Lightning II and F-35A Joint Strike, made their debut at the Aero India Show 2023. Prime Minister will inaugurate a 15-day Adi Mahotsav at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium on the 16th of February. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda said. The BJP has rebutted the Congress's criticism of the appointment of a former Supreme Court judge as a governor, saying the party had done irreparable damage to the judiciary when it was in power, citing instances from the past. Did irreparable damage to India and judiciary. India did not get the finest Chief Justice it deserved, Honour Justice H.R. Khanna, BJP spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia tweeted. Bharatiya Janata Party leader Narayanan Tirupati lashed out at DMK and its mouthpiece Mehrauli, saying that the party does not have any hold in the state, alleging that DMK bribes to get into alliances with partners and has no hold in the state. Subjecting an individual to undergo criminal trial is an encroachment of his fundamental right, and if any accused is to be put on trial, then that has to be done in conformity with the procedure established by law, says Delhi court. Lokesh Sharma, OSD to Rajasthan Chief Minister, appeared before Delhi police for questioning in connection with a phone tapping case stemming from the July 2020 political crisis in the state.
जो भी हुआ था, किस तरीके की क्या घटनाक्रम था, उसे लेके बातचीत हुई है आज तक। तो उस बारे में आज भी ये जो भी सवाल करेंगे उनका जवाब देंगे। तो मेरी तरफ से मैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन में पूरी तरह से इन्हें सहयोग कर रहा हूँ। और हालांकि न्यायालय में हमने जो रिट दायर की हुई है वो इस एफआईआर को क्वैश करने के लिए दायर की हुई है, तो अभी वो पेंडिंग है। 20 तारीख को उस पर भी सुनवाई होनी है। तो मुझे लगता है कि न्यायालय इन सभी बातों का ध्यान रखेंगे और मेरे सहयोग का भी पूरा ध्यान रखेंगे।
The Enforcement Directorate has opposed before the Delhi High Court the bail plea of jailed-up Minister Satyendra Jain in the money laundering case against him being probed by it. Jain, arrested on 30th of May last year by the agency, is accused of having laundered money through 4 companies allegedly linked to him. Parents took to the streets of Vadodara in Gujarat to protest after the government decided to cap admission at the age of 6 years as of June 1st, 2023 for children to be enrolled in class 1 in schools. They claim that due to such a rule, many children who are a few months or even days away from turning 6 will have to study in senior KG, thus wasting a year. Congress leader in the Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, has written to Speaker Om Birla over notice of privilege issued to his party colleague Rahul Gandhi for levelling allegations against Prime Minister Modi, saying the remarks were made in the public interest. And coming up after a very short break, amid massive protests, Delhi High Court to hear plea in connection with demolition drive in Mehrauli in Delhi. Also, massive wildfire in West Midnapore Sijua Forest Department at the spot.
$11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
Light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
Thanks for tuning in this Tuesday morning. We are live and breaking. I am Samiksha Srivastava, getting you all the top stories and the news breaks. Starting first with the top headlines this Tuesday morning. It's the second day of Aero India 2023. World watches as India emerges as defense superpower. First exclusive official response of Sri Lankan government to Republic on LTTE chief claim calls it baseless. Amid massive protest, Delhi High Court to hear plea in connection with demolition drive in Delhi's Mehrauli. Massive wildfire in West Midnapur's Sijua forest. Efforts on to douse the flames. Face-off over new traffic rules. Protesting transport vehicles workers set vehicles on fire in Nepal. Smriti Mandhana becomes the costliest player as first Women's Premier League auction held. Alright, we start with the news break coming in. This one from Maharashtra, where it's the biggest twist in the Maharashtra 2019 coup, where Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has made a big claim saying that he formed government in 2019 with Sharad Pawar, the NCP chief's support. So that's a big claim that's been made by the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, where he says that in 2019, the midnight coup, he had the backing of Sharad Pawar, the NCP chief. Meanwhile, the NCP chief Sharad Pawar has denied all these allegations, saying that such claims are based on nothing but falsehood. First up, let's listen in to that soundbite that has come in from Devendra Fadnavis, where he claims that he had talks with Sharad Pawar in the 2019 Maharashtra midnight coup.
मी एवढंच सांगितलं त्या संदर्भात की आमची चर्चा ही पवार साहेबांशी झाली होती. बाकी सगळ्या गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या तुम्ही अजितदादांना विचारा, त्या मला का विचारता.
Alright, so there you heard a big claim that's been made by the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra on the Maharashtra 2019 coup, where Devendra Fadnavis says that he formed government in 2019 with Sharad Pawar's support. Sandeep is joining us live for more details on that. Sandeep, to begin with, once again take us through this big statement that has come in from Devendra Fadnavis and the kind of reaction that has also come in from the NCP chief Sharad Pawar.
Yes, at the time of 2019, wherein Shiv Sena had broken up, and in fact, it was the early morning government that was in fact formed. And remember the day when Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar had taken oath in the governor office. At that same point of time, now a big claim is being made by Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis. He mentions that Sharad Pawar was aware of this early morning oath of Maharashtra government, and in fact Sharad Pawar was very much informed about this, and it was a Pawar supported oath ceremony that took place in the governor house in 2019 morning. So a big claim by Devendra Fadnavis, but on the other hand, Sharad Pawar had also spoken to media, and he mentions that he knew that Fadnavis is a good man, but he never thought that this statement would come. So basically, Pawar is in a denial mode, but at this point of time, there is no official, anything strong statement that can be seen coming from NCP or Sharad Pawar in regards to the statement made by Fadnavis.
All right, thank you for taking us through all those details. Sandeep, getting us the latest on the big charge, in fact, the big claim that's been made by the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra on the Maharashtra 2019 coup, where he says that he had the support of NCP Chief Sharad Pawar. Meanwhile, Pawar has said that he never felt BJP leader would take recourse to falsehood and make such a statement. So Sharad Pawar in denial over the allegation, over the claim that has been made by Devendra Fadnavis on the 2019 midnight coup, where the Deputy Chief Minister says that he formed government in 2019 with Sharad Pawar's support. Meanwhile, Sharad Pawar, the NCP chief, has refuted the claim that's been made by Devendra Fadnavis, saying that all of these claims are based on nothing but falsehood, and that there was never such backing that he had provided to the BJP way back in 2019. In fact, on that note, let's once again listen into that soundbite of Devendra Fadnavis.
मी एवढंच सांगितलं त्या संदर्भात की आमची चर्चा ही पवार साहेबांशी झाली होती. बाकी सगळ्या गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या तुम्ही अजितदादांना विचारा, त्या मला का विचारता?
So there you heard the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister saying that he had the backing of Sharad Pawar way back in 2019, where there was a 50-50 formula that the parties shared, of course, which led to the formation of the new government eventually. But a big claim that's been made by the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, who says that he had the backing of the NCP Sharad Pawar. This is, of course, related to the 2019 midnight coup, to which the NCP chief Sharad Pawar says that all of this is nothing but falsehood.
This is, quote, to safeguard national interest in maritime zones and waters connected therewith, unquote. Towards that, you will find yourself undertaking maritime surveillance, coordinating and implementing coastal security measures, assisting distressed fishermen, and providing thousands of mariners confidence in their safety while they transit through the vast spread of Indian search and rescue region and Indo-Pacific areas. You will also be dealing with IOR countries to coordinate search and rescue in common areas of interest. Gentlemen, you may be knowing that Government of India has accorded a standing sanction to our ships in
All right, the visuals are coming in right now of the wreath-laying ceremony to pay homage to the martyrs of Pulwama attack at the Martyr Memorial Letpora. So the visuals there coming in of the wreath-laying ceremony that is being held to pay homage to all those 40 Jawans who lost their lives in the Pulwama attack. The visuals there coming in right now as nation pays tributes and salutes all those martyrs, the 40 martyrs who lost their lives in the Pulwama attack of 2019. So the visuals right now coming in of the wreath-laying ceremony which is happening, homage being paid to the Pulwama martyrs, the 40 martyrs who lost their lives in the 2019 Pulwama attack. 40 Jawans, remember, lost their lives in the terror strike which happened way back in 2019. 40 of our Jawans lost their lives, and the nation today pays tribute to all those Jawans who lost their lives in serving the nation. So the visuals there on your screens right now of the wreath-laying ceremony which is taking place as we speak, tribute being paid to the Pulwama Martyrs. 40 martyrs lost their lives while serving the nation. Remember, in 2019, a Pulwama attack happened on 14th of February when a convoy of vehicles carrying Indian security personnel on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway was attacked by a suicide bomber, and the visuals there on your screens of the wreath-laying ceremony to salute the martyrs who lost their lives.
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
Light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
The entire Mehrauli area has come down on street. The entire market is closed. All they want is the demolition drive to stop. But these are being conducted on the orders of the DDA. The demolition drive is being conducted. There was a small shop over here that has been brought down using the JCBs. Some of the people have not even come down. They're still inside. The situation has turned very volatile and dramatic. Human chain, and they are not letting the JCB enter through this particular building.
Light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the
All right, two more news break coming in. This one from Punjab, where the governor versus Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann face-off has only been escalating. In the latest, we're given to understand that the governor has sent a letter to Chief Minister Mann flagging issues in several of the schools in Punjab. The governor of the state has highlighted that there is lack of transparency in the selection procedure of school principals for the Singapore training, and also that the accused person of kidnapping and land grabbing cases has been appointed as chairman of Punjab Information and Communication Technology Corporation. So several issues that have been flagged by the governor of the state to Chief Minister Mann in the letter that he's written to Bhagwant Mann. A reaction that has come in from AAP leader Malvinder Singh Kang, Punjab AAP leader, who says that the governor is doing politics and that he's interfering with the government work. So that's the counterclaim that has come in from the AAP leader, who's responded to the letter that's been written by the governor to the Chief Minister of Punjab, who says that the governor is doing politics and that he's interfering with Punjab government's work, and that he would like to repeat that the governor is doing politics on the instructions of the BJP.
पहली बात तो गवर्नर साहब को मुझे लगता है अब राजनीति में ही खुल के आ जाना चाहिए। पहली बात, अगर पंजाब के प्रिंसिपल सिंगापुर में जाके जहां वर्ल्ड क्लास एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, अगर कुछ सीख के पंजाब के बच्चों का दुनिया के एजुकेशन सिस्टम के स्तर पे ले जाना चाहते तो उसमें बुराई क्या है? बात यह है, भाजपा नहीं चाहती कि देश के बच्चे आगे बढ़े, खासकर पंजाब के प्रति तो वो उनका जो द्वेष है वो तो सामने आ गया है। दूसरी बात, अगर कोई अक्यूज्ड है, अक्यूज तो अब मोदी जी की कैबिनेट में कई मंत्री भी हैं, तो जब तक कोई दोष साबित नहीं हो सकते आप उसको कन्विक्ट कैसे मान सकते हो? अदालतें हैं, हमारे ऑनरेबल कोर्ट्स हैं, क्या गवर्नर साहब उनको मानने से भाग रहे हैं? सो मुझे लगता है गवर्नर साहब पूरी तरह से राजनीति कर रहे हैं, चुनी हुई सरकार के काम में दखलंदाजी कर रहे हैं, जो देश की डेमोक्रेसी और संविधान के लिए मुझे लगता है अच्छी बात नहीं है।
So there you heard the AAP leader who's replied to the letter that's been written by the Punjab governor to the state chief minister Bhagwant Mann, flagging several issues in those schools in Punjab. The AAP leader who says that the governor is doing nothing but politics and that he's working on the directions of the BJP. A reaction that has come in from Akali Dal leader as well, Daljit Singh Cheema, who says that there is constitutional crisis in the state of Punjab and that the chief minister should work according to the constitution, and also going on to say that the issues that have been flagged by the governor are serious and should be taken note of.
देखिए, जो गवर्नर साहब का आज का लेटर है ये एक बहुत गंभीर मुद्दा, और मैं कह सकता हूँ कि पंजाब में इस टाइम एक बहुत बड़ी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल क्राइसिस खड़ी होगी। जब गवर्नर साहब ये कहते हैं कि जो स्टेट के चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के मुताबिक काम नहीं कर रहे, अपने विम्स एंड फैंसीज की तरह काम कर रहे हैं, तो इसके बहुत बड़े मायने, क्योंकि नो डाउट आप चीफ मिनिस्टर हो, लेकिन चीफ मिनिस्टर ने संविधान के मुताबिक, नियमों के मुताबिक काम करना। तो जो ओपनिंग वर्ड्स हैं जो गवर्नर साहब के, उसमें उन्होंने लिखा है कि स्टेट में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के मुताबिक काम नहीं हो रहा। बहुत बड़े घपले होने के संकेत जो है, जो एलिगेशन उन्होंने आज लगाए हैं लेटर में, उनका जो बीच में से पता चल रहा है। जब गवर्नर साहब ये कहते हैं कि जो ऑफिशियल मीटिंग्स हैं उसमें नवल अग्रवाल जैसे आदमी क्यों बैठते हैं, तो ये बात बहुत गंभीर है। आपकी ओथ ऑफ जो उसकी सीक्रेसी की ओथ है, ऑफिस का भेद गुप्त रखने की जो कसम आपने खाई थी, गवर्नर साहब ने खाई थी, वो उसके बारे में पूछ रहे हैं। सीएम साहब को तो लगता है कि मेरे को कोई पूछ नहीं सकता, लेकिन जिस गवर्नर ने आपको कसम दिलाई थी कि सरकारी भेद गुप्त रखे जाएंगे, किसी को भी जो मामला बताने की जरूरत नहीं है वो नहीं बताया जाएगा, तो आपके लगातार दोष लग रहे हैं कि नवल अग्रवाल नाम का आदमी आके ऑफिशियल डिसीजन देता है, मीटिंग्स में बैठता है, फाइल देखता है। एक आदमी इंजीनियर्स कह रहे हैं कि बिजली बोर्ड में बैठता है, वहाँ के सारे जो है डिसीजन डिक्टेट करता है। तो ये थोड़ी सी बातें नहीं, इनके पीछे बहुत बड़ी करप्शन जुड़ी हुई।
All right, Amandeep is joining us live. Amandeep, explain to us the whole Singapore controversy and also the details of this letter that's been written by the governor to the Chief Minister of Punjab.
Well, Samiksha, the Singapore controversy is just a triggering point between Punjab governor as well as Punjab Chief Minister. And beyond this, Punjab governor has written several letters to Punjab Chief Minister to explain the situation on the certain issues, including the giving the promotion to the IPS officer who has been removed as SSP Chandigarh, and in fact appointment of the chairman of Punjab Communication and Technical Information as the person was facing the allegations of the kidnapping as well as land grabbing, and even several other issues. But this Singapore tour is the latest one, to which the governor has asked the chief minister to explain what was the selection procedure of the principals who has been sent to the study tour in Singapore, and what is the expenditure and the entire expenses that the Punjab government has spent for this entire Singapore tour. But this letter has been written to the Punjab Chief Minister seeking all the explanation, attaching several other letters also. But the point is, Samiksha, that in response, Punjab Chief Minister in his tweet says that he is not answerable to Punjab Governor. He is answerable to people of Punjab. That means he clear-cut denied and refused to give any kind of details and the explanation to the Punjab Governor. So this face-off is actually escalating. And even Aam Aadmi Party, this is not the first time that Governor has getting this reply from Punjab Chief Minister. Before this also, Samiksha, Punjab Governor has visited the border districts of Punjab, taking the stock of the situation and suggesting Punjab Chief Minister to kindly de-escalate the situation.
Just hold your thoughts, Amandeep, just stay with us. We have Punjab BJP Vice President Harjeet Grewal joining us. What do you make of this letter that's been written by the Governor to the Chief Minister flagging several issues in these state-run schools in Punjab?
देखो, पहली बात तो ये है कि गवर्नर जो हैं वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड हैं स्टेट के, और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की अगर वायलेशन होती है तो उनको अधिकार है सरकार से बात करने का। पर सरकार से जो आपस में बात होती है, मुख्यमंत्री और उनकी जितनी भी बातें होती हैं वो ऑन पेपर होती हैं, ऑन रिकॉर्ड होती हैं और फाइल्स पे होती हैं। तो सीएम जैसे कह रहा है कि मैंने मीडिया के थ्रू ही आपको जवाब दे दिया और ये जवाब दे दिया कि मैं नहीं कोई भी बात करना आपकी मानने वाला, ये मैं समझता हूँ बहुत ही बुरी बात है और ये उनकी गैर जिम्मेदाराना और गैर तजर्बेकार व्यक्ति वाली बात है। उनको जवाब देना चाहिए और इन मीडिया में नहीं जाना चाहिए, ये रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल
All right, I'm sorry, we'll have to leave it at that. So Punjab BJP Vice President Harjeet Grewal responding to the letter that's been written by the Punjab Governor to the Chief Minister of Punjab. All right, straight away cutting across to the visuals coming in right now of the tributes being paid to the 40 martyrs of Pulwama attack. 40 of our Jawans lost their lives in the 2019 Pulwama attack, in which a suicide bomber targeted the two buses in which 40 members of the CRPF were travelling in JNK in the Pulwama district of South Kashmir. These buses were part of a larger group of paramilitary vehicles that was travelling along the highway when a suicide bomber targeted the convoy in which the CRPF Jawans were travelling. 40 of our Jawans, remember, lost their lives, and the nation today pays tribute to the 40 Jawans who lost their lives while serving the nation in JNK. The visuals there on your screens right now of the wreath-laying ceremony which is taking place as we speak. The suicide bomber, remember, also claimed to be